Welcome back to this stop-motion battle report where we pit the Blood Angels against the World Eaters. The mission we'll be playing is an open war mission. Starting off with the deployment, as you can see, player A is on both ends of the table and player B is in the center of the table. Moving on to the main objective, the objective for this mission is objective drop, where we will place an objective mark in the center of the battlefield. At the start of each battle round, the player will roll off. The winner can move the objective marker 2d6 inches. Starting with the third battle round, a player scores 1 victory point if they control the objective marker at the end of their command phase. In addition, a player scores 2 victory points if they control the objective marker at the end of the battle. The player with the most victory points at the end of the battle is the winner. There are no other victory point conditions. The twist for this game is Warp Storm. Add 1 to the psychic test and add 6 inches to the range of psychic powers. If a psyker suffers peril of the warp, it suffers 3 mortal wounds rather than d3. A short disclaimer, this is the second game of 9th edition that I have played, and there is a misunderstanding of the rules that is in this game when it comes to how wounds and damage is allocated. More models than should have been killed have been killed in multiple combats. However, this is consistent through the entire battle report, so at least even though it's wrong, it's consistently wrong the entire time. I hope you enjoy, and let's get to it.
The air was thick with the shrieking howls of the Chaos Marauders approaching from the east and the west. Their corrupted and twisted war machines bellowed out gouts of black promethium-filled smoke as the machine spirits within, long since lost and turned to chaos, rolled forth seeking blood. From the ruined shrine complex, the defenders of humanity witnessed their corrupted fallen brethren march upon them. Rhinos, mutated cultists, and materialized warp spawn among their ranks. These monsters had been drawn to this ruined city by the chirping beacon from the STC. However, it was the sight of the Blood Angels that stirred them into a proper frenzy. Will the Blood Angels hold back this furious onslaught long enough to recover the artifact? Or will it be lost to the clutches of chaos? The enemy was at the gates. Their chain axes and chain swords sung forth their chorus of pain as they moved through the ruins. The hissing whine of tracks crushed over a discarded rockcrete as an old foe approached with a trio of Predator battle tanks. Karn, the betrayer. Yet he did not appear to lead this warband. As the air hissed with the static of teleportarium magic, a host of carnage appeared on the doorsteps. Twisted relic terminators, their claws humming with ethereal green. Then there he was, the Chaos Lord. Trophies adorned his Terminator plate, and a sword of ill magic honed in upon Lord Mephiston upon the parapet. "You, Lord Mephiston, shall be my sword's latest victim," he howled from his hate-filled lungs. "Open fire!" "Look out, Lord! They're shooting at you!" "They are? I thought that was merely a bug."
"A bug? We'll show a bug! Fire again!"
"Huh, that one tickled." "The Emperor protects."
"You damn Arcos in the eyes of corn! Keep firing at them, men!"
"Indeed he does protect, brother. I've seen farmers shoot better than these Chaos ilk." "Man down!" "They're preparing to charge. We cannot let them get the relic. Drive them back, men! Open fire!"
"They fight like demons." "They fight like demons, you say? Well, I'll show them a true demon. Blood for the Blood God! Charge!" "Halt, you Chaos scum! For the Emperor and Lord Sanguinius I challenge you!" Pathetic.
"The Ancient has fallen. Steel yourselves, brothers!"
Captain Octarius, this is Lord Mephiston. The Ancient has fallen. Chaos sieges the temple. We request aid. With me, brothers. Chaos approaches from the south. Fill that gap. Predator online. Terminators have arrived. Captain Octarius on station.
Ah, so this is where the party is.
Delightful.
Whoa, dudes! Who said you guys could have lightning claws? That's totally our thing, bro.
Where is he? Where's the traitor? Where's Horus? I see him. He's everywhere. He's down there! Ah! They just exploded! Karn the Betrayer, I know you and I shall end you today. In the name of the Blood God, I accept your challenge. For the Emperor.
The Sanguinary Guard and the Assault Terminators failed to charge.
With the Ancient dead, the Chaos Lord strode forth, hacking his way through marine after marine. Yet they did not falter, and fight on they did. As the two warriors clashed, the battlefield around them faded from sight and sound. Fury, anger, hate drove them against each other. The hammer blows of Captain Octarius crippled the ancient foe, yet this only stoked Karn's rage even further, and the hulking berserker countered. His strikes beget more strikes, his fury fueled by the Chaos God himself. Even the allied tank, a prized possession of Karn, was not safe from his wrath. A misstep, a heartbeat, a slight error was all the rampaging monster needed to pull Captain Octarius to the ground and seek Gorechild into his ornate armor, silencing the Blood Angel's warlord for good.
Captain Octarius is fallen.
Despite the loss of their captain, the Blood Angels managed to reconfigure the STC to move it to a more secure location upon the parapet.
Yet the movement of the STC only caused the Chaos Forces to close in faster. Rhinos bellowed out as hatches opened and Khorne Berserkers poured forth, in haste. They numbered 20, 2 ranks of 10, chain swords and chain axes glittering, bolt pistols in hand, grenades at the ready. They screamed, "Blood for the Blood God, skulls for the Skull Throne." Curiously, though, the Chaos Cultist seemed a bit more reasonable than their Khornate overlords, seeking shelter instead of a direct open engagement. With shrieking howls, the Raptor's engines fired and the jetpacks carried him aloft, seeking out any advantage, and they found it in but a small crack within the fortress monastery.
Get us out of here! Turn us around, bear our guns upon the foe! We will meet them at close range!
Ah, it's a party you seek. Well, we will give you a party. We will take those fancy wings and those spooky masks and we will tear them straight from your face as gifts to the Blood God.
That relic will be ours. Blood for the blood god. Charge in, men! Whoa, dudes. You coming in? You bringing some beef? Not cool, bro. Bring it on!
Incoming!
Well, this party sucks.
The halls echoed with the sound of violence as the Khorne berserkers leapt forward, charging and barreling into the Blood Angel lines. Chain axe and chainsword howled against Ceramite as blood was spilled for the blood god, their praise and howling louder than the nearby predator. They did not stop until the line of defense was gone. Then their eyes turned upon the crippled machine of war. Outmatched, the struggling Blood Angels held on. The Chaos Lord's weapons tear 2 Marines in half. However, as the sergeant extracts the foul traitor a combat knife from another Marine found purchase, the Chaos Lord howled in anger and turned towards the offending Marine and atomized him with a strike of his armored fist. This single wound, this minor injury, would not go unnoticed in the eyes of Khorne.
They're headed for the relic. Quick! Surround it! Protect it at all costs!
Finally, a worthy opponent.
The Chaos Lord looked upon the Lord of Death as an equal, yet this was not so. While the Blood God had given the Chaos Lord a great boon, Fury Incarnate, the small scratch from the fallen Marine's combat knife had shown this Chaos Lord to be unworthy. It was a flurry, a dance of beauty as Lord Mephiston slid his sword Vitaris through the Terminator plate as if it was simple paper. The Lord fell, his hulking body now searing chunks of viscera upon the temple floor. With the threat eliminated, the Lord of Death turned his attention towards the Khorne berserkers. The loss of Khorne's boon rippled out through the battlefield, and the howling cries of the World Eaters filled the air. The Terminator Sergeant pressed the attack, yet Kharn the Betrayer was still the superior fighter, even without the Dark God's aid. With a striking swing of his chain axe, the Terminator was sent flying through the air, his face cloven in two. This omen caused great rage to bellow within Kharn. He felt cold without the boon. He turned towards the temple, the focus of his rage, the Lord of Death.
Protect the relic.
Lord Mephiston, look out! They are moving their tanks into position.
Khorne, why have you forsaken me? Why is it so cold? It is your fault. Mephiston, I challenge you. Well, this doesn't look too good, gentlemen. Let's hang back and see how this all shakes out.
Kill!
Maim! Burn!
Blood for the blood god!
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Unable to fathom the loss of their Dark God's favor, the Khorne berserkers unleashed their sidearms upon the Lord of Death. but not a single round inflicted any damage to him. Stunned for a moment, the mass of warriors looked upon their foe, who merely nodded towards them and gripped his prized sword, his pistol back in its holster.
Come if you dare,
Challenged Mephiston. The first wave charged forth, their chain axes and chain swords hacking and finding purchase upon Mephiston's ornate armor. However, their attacks merely chipped the paint. It was then that Mephiston swung forth. What appeared to be a single strike rippled out and sent the entire first squad into the afterlife. Fear gripped the remaining Cornate warriors. No longer battle lust or anger, primal fear. Fear that tells one their time is up. Once more the warriors surrounded the Lord of Death. Their strikes that would normally fell even the mightiest of Space Marines did nothing to this monster. His sword arced through them, and only 3 Khorne berserkers managed to dodge the killing blows.
Death Company, deal with those raptors while we secure the relic for transport.
Well, dudes, seems like Lord Mephiston has this under control. Let's go see if we can find some fun elsewhere. Hey, who's that guy over there with the big axe? I don't know. Seems like he could use a good friend.
As the Lord of Death and Khorne the Betrayer stood before each other, they began to circle. A sword in one's hand and an axe in the other's. Khorne could see it. An aura surrounded the Blood Angel. It was then the World Eater began to laugh.
What is so funny? Mephiston asked.
You don't feel it, Lord of Death,
Khorne shot back. The Lord of Death merely breathed, the sound passing through his helmet box.
Khorne favors you, Blood Angel,
Khorne added. Lord Mephiston tensed in his core, and rage filled his chest, and before he knew it, the Chaos Warrior's head was upon the ground, and Lord Mephiston's blade was sizzling with ichor. A faint booming laughter could be heard, but for a second or two. It was with this final blow the World Eaters were defeated. The surviving Death Company crushed the last raptor utterly, and the remaining scattered Chaos forces watched as Lord Mephiston destroyed a main battle tank in his rage. The Lord of Death was a maelstrom of fury, and the forces of Chaos abandoned their task and ran for their lives. And there you have it. I'd like to thank you for watching this stop-motion battle report. If you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get at least one of these a quarter out, so about 4 a year. They take a long time to do. It takes about 3 to 4 days to film, and it takes about 7 days to edit. Not to mention painting the armies, building them, funding them, getting all the materials and terrain. So if you'd like to support it, please like and subscribe. I'm not asking for any money. I'm just asking for your clicks. Anyways, yeah. Have a good day. Goodbye.